Okay, so here's something to think about. In Martin County, Florida, one-third of the population could help end hunger by committing less than $6 a month. That's the cost of a fancy coffee. That's such a striking comparison. It's amazing how something so small, like $5.91, could make such a big difference. Exactly. And that's the heart of this End Hunger campaign we're talking about today. It's a grassroots effort led by a group called Our Community Table, and they're aiming to tackle hunger in Martin, Okeechobee, and St. Lucie counties. What's really interesting is how they're approaching it, not just as a charity effort, but as a community-wide movement. Right, and they're not just addressing hunger as a physical issue. They're also looking at the emotional and even spiritual impact of hunger on these communities. It's a much broader vision than just handing out meals. That's what makes this campaign stand out. They're frustrated with the existing agencies, both local and state, which they feel aren't fully engaged with the community's needs. So instead of waiting for the system to change, they're stepping in with their own plan. It's bold, but it's also incredibly practical. And their plan is really detailed. They're focusing on mobilizing volunteers, partnering with local food banks, and securing funding from individuals and churches. It's a multi-layered approach that seems to be rooted in the idea of community collaboration. Exactly. And one of the key elements of their strategy is raising awareness. They're saying that people need to truly see and understand the need in their communities. Numbers on a page don't cut it. They want to make the issue real for people. That's such an important point. When you hear statistics like thousands of people are hungry, it can feel abstract. But when you see those people, hear their stories, and understand their struggles, it becomes personal. That's what they're trying to achieve. And they're doing that through a variety of methods: shirts, flyers, social media, and even a dedicated website. They're really trying to meet people where they are and make the message impossible to ignore. I love that they're also working closely with local churches and business owners within those churches. Churches are often at the heart of communities, especially in areas like these. If you can get pastors and church leaders on board, you're tapping into a network that's already built on trust and shared values. And they're not just asking for support. They're asking for commitment. One of their goals is to get a third of the residents in Martin County to commit to buying 3 meals a month for $5.91. That's such a specific and manageable ask, which I think is really smart.